everyone, my name is Brooke Abagosh. For my leisure activity, I went golfing. I currently attend CSU East Bay. For part 1, I will discuss history and challenges of gender in golf. Historians believe golf originated in Scotland around the year 1368 in St. Andrews. Since its beginning, golf has been a sport for older, wealthy men who had the time and land to pursue it as leisure activity. Historically, women's golfers only made up about 5% of active players. The first organized women's golf group did not appear until 1867. In recent years, these numbers have increased to 22%, but authors such as Berkeley say this trend has started to stagnate over the past decade. Why the stagnation? There are 3 possible reasons why women's participation has stagnated: discrimination, gender roles, and peer group support. One of the theories about why women do not pursue golf as a leisure activity in greater numbers is the historical discrimination and exclusion they have faced in the male-dominated country club setting. They also face discrimination on their ability to play and perform golf as a leisure activity based on their body types. As recently as the past decade, the celebrity culture has reinforced this notion in music videos lampooning women's inability to golf based on their breast size. Berkeley puts peer groups as a necessary qualification for increased women's participation because golfing is not a solitary activity, with many clubs requiring more than one player to reserve a tee time. In part 2, I will examine preconceived notions and expectations. According to the course material, American women in leisure activity generally require women to participate in endeavors that limit their ability to generate anything more than delicate sweat. The author Thurgborg points out that there is an exception to this when women feel comfortable with their environment or feel they will not be judged or ridiculed based on appearances. Thurgborg says this is why activities such as aerobics became havens for women's participation. I agree with Thurgborg. Prior to visiting the golf course, I was nervous because golfing was new and I was worried about people's expectations of my abilities. Honestly, I didn't want to look silly in front of seasoned golfers. In the lecture, it points out that the differences between the sexes in their leisure pursuits is predicated on their perceived strengths and weaknesses. An article in the Journal of Sports Behavior by Quavula agrees with the notion that gender role in sports is a social construct. Even I fell prey to this gender typing as I felt I was empowering myself by playing a male-dominated, mostly masculine leisure activity. I had not participated in golf in the past because I had a preconceived notion that I would not like the experience. It seemed boring and out of my element. Upon arrival, I was very nervous because I didn't know what to expect. Golf is a sport I've never played before, and things that you've never done before can be quite challenging and intimidating. But after I hit the first ball, I was at ease. As far as an experience in learning about gender roles in leisure activities, my experience at the golf course shows me that as women, we can participate in activities out of our comfort zone and perhaps gain something in doing so. According to Berkeley, even though the overall number of women golfers has remained the same, the highest percentage of new women golfers are women between the ages of 18 and 29. To continue this trend and grow the sport, Berkeley argues that teen girls need to be included in golf groups with other adolescents. Perhaps things will begin to turn around soon with the perception of golf as a male-dominated leisure activity. Goldman believes that golf can be used as a tool for teaching life lessons to young boys and girls. As an activity, it prides itself on its respect for rules, honesty, and manners. Golf is a sport I would participate in again. In fact, after my experience at the driving range, I decided to go back with the kids and get them into the game. The kids loved hitting the balls, and although they're still small, it's a new activity added to our list of fun things to do.